Hampton, this is Monster Jam!
The first competition of the evening is JCB Racing. All of our drivers have been seated into a bracket. They're about to go head-to-head for the fastest time. The 4 drivers to do so will advance to the semifinal round. Hampton, I just have one question for you. Who's ready for some JCB Racing?
First up, in the left lane from just down the road, it's Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. She's fancy and she's punk rock. It's Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Right on board right now with Logan Ashline. The ladies going head-to-head. First race, JCB Racing, Sparkle Smash staged. Gravedigger staged. Let's go, green. We're going to have to go to the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay for the first race of the afternoon. The 2 ladies have met once this year. Gravedigger would take the win. Will she take it again? Here is the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Waiting for the word from our Monster Jam officials. All right, while our judges figure out who won that race, let's get to the next one. Here comes Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. And it's a brother head-to-head showdown. In the other lane, it's Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. So right now our officials are going back to the video to check out to see who won that first race. We're going to keep going though with round 1 races. And we will get that official word here in just a minute. But first, it's brothers head-to-head. The Train, the Plane, the Robbins Bros pulling to the line right now, staged and ready to go. Your winner is Plain Crazy. For the younger brother, Montana Robbins, that's got to be a fun win over Big Bro. So now Montana 2-1 against his brother in Crazy Train. So we've had ladies head-to-head. We've had brothers head-to-head. Up next, father and son. All right, after review, Plain Crazy in the turn, hit that turn cone, so was disqualified. That means Crazy Train moves on, and we see the other race too after the video review on YouTube. Sparkle Smash, the winner of that first race. So Crazy Train, Sparkle Smash in the semifinal round. He's 32 and 14 in JCB Racing this year. Your series leader, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Going head-to-head with his dad, it's John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon. They've met 5 times this season. Terminal velocity winning 4 of those 5 races. But if you're a dad, you know you don't like losing to your son. Here we go. Your winner is Megalodon! So Sparkle Smash gets the win over Gravedigger to move into our semifinal round. Dragon getting the automatic bye because El Toro Loco not able to pull to the line, still working on the rear steering with that truck. After the review of the race, Plain Crazy hitting one of the turn cones, which is an automatic disqualification, so Crazy Train takes the win. And then in that last race, Dad best son as Megalodon and Crazy Train face in that second semifinal round race.
Hampton, it's officially time for the semifinal round. I gotta know if you're still with me. Let me hear you make some noise.
All right, so we've got Cody Saucier Dragon versus Logan Ashline Sparkle Smash. Dragon a 37-10 race record, the best on the series. Let's see if Sparkle Smash can take a big win. Dragon! So for the second time this weekend, Dragon getting the win over Sparkle Smash. Yesterday was in that JCB Racing final round. Cody Saucier could get his 180th JCB Racing Finals win this afternoon. The question is, who will he face in the final round? So who wants Megalodon to win? Who wants Crazy Train to win? Winner faces Dragon in the final round. Your winner is Crazy Train.
Two trucks remain. Only one can take home the first points of the day. Hampton, are you ready for JCB Racing Finals?
He was the 2023 Arena Racer of the Year in his 13th season from Lafayette, Louisiana. Let's hear it for Cody Saucier, Dragon! in his second season, the 2025 Rookie of the Year from Buffalo, New York, it's Triton Robbins, Crazy Train! 7 times they've met in racing this season. Dragon wins 5, Crazy Train wins 2. Only one can be the final winner. Here we go! Your winner is Crazy Train! Another big JCB final round win for Triton Robbins Crazy Train, sitting 3rd on the series. About a month ago in Providence, he was talking about how he hadn't quite found his flow this season in racing, but since then he has found it, and he has been taking some JCB Racing Finals wins. Let's hear it for Crazy Train!
Fans, I'm standing by with Triton Robbins. Triton, to take down Cody Soskier, a guy who is 1 win away from his 180th JCB Racing win. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. You know what? I'm going to hold that win from you just a little bit longer there, Cody. I want to tell all you fans, though, in the stands, I have 0 front steering in this truck below 4,000 RPM. When I put my foot in the floor, it's got front steering, but I could barely get this truck back through those doors into the building so I could put on a great event for you fans. So out here struggling to make sure that I can make it all the way to the final round.
How are you going to carry this momentum into 2-wheel skills now that you've set the tone for the day?
We're going to keep on trucking right to the 2-wheel skills. They got these berms built up real nice for us. The dirt's feeling great. It ain't even rutting out, so you never know what's going to happen here.
Fans, make some noise for Triton Robbins, Crazy Train.
Awesome stoppy, moonwalk, reverse wheelie combo for Kristen Anderson Gravedigger. Lining up now for attempt number 2.
Hampton, head to judgeszone.com. Scoring is now open.
She has 66 2-wheel skills challenge wins under her belt. 0 this year, but right now, looking prime for that top spot, bringing all the combo items from Digger's Diner down to Hampton for 2-wheel skills. Let's hear it for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Scores are in. The score for Gravedigger is 8.254, or 8.245. 8.245. Starting things off, 2-wheel skills. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, your leader. For Kristen Anderson in this competition, general average score of about 7.96, so getting a few tenths of a point higher than her average. And still some room left towards the top for someone else to come in and take it away. Like the Mr. Fly or a Monster Jam guy, we got Montana Robbins playing Crazy up next. Attempt number 1 successful for Montana Robbins, playing crazy. Generally, I wouldn't want to be in an airplane if its nose is pointing down like that. But with Montana as my pilot, I'll let him fly anywhere. Right on the edge of the pod. Through the steering wheel, out the window.
He's not afraid of a little turbulence. It's Montana Robbins playing crazy. Scoring is now open.
So 2 different techniques and 2 different areas of the pod that he attacked there for 2-wheel skills. And both getting up on those front BKT tires. The second attempt, you see the steering wheel sitting on this finish line right there. He tossed it out. He didn't need it. He was on autopilot out there and doing it. Let's hear it for Montana Robbins playing crazy. Scores are in. The score for playing crazy is 8.226, 2/100ths of a point away from the top spot. Montana has one 2-wheel skills competition win this year. Right now sitting in second, right behind Gravedigger at 8.245, the score to beat. And if you haven't done so yet, feel free to jump on that phone, judgeszone.com, use the code HAM. Up next is your series leader. You're riding on board with John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. with 13 2-wheel skills challenge wins this season, taking 1 last night. Excellent balance right now. Into a wheelie, setting it on the back bumper. Doing a little JCB Dirt Squad work with that back bumper right now. Slams it down for another wheelie. Combo City for Terminal Velocity. Looks like attempt number 2 might be a bicycle. A successful attempt last night and a win in this competition.
Terminal Velocity. Scoring is now open.
You're on board with him right now. He's getting out. He's got to be pretty pumped after those 2 successful 2-wheel skills attempts. That bicycle at the end too. The pause right before he hits the throttle to set it back on all 4 BKT tires. He's got to be pumped. Let him hear you, Hampton, for Terminal Velocity. Again, this is basically a hometown show for this guy, too. Living right down the street growing up. Here we go. Scores are in. Score to beat Gravedigger, 8.245. Score for Terminal Velocity is 9.123. Your new leader is Terminal Velocity. For John Zimmer Jr., average score in this competition, 8.582. Definitely higher than his average. And right here you see why. Just balancing perfectly. That pause right there is wild. Slams on the gas and sets it back down. Sidewall save on those side BKT tires. Terminal velocity, now your leader, 9.123, the score to beat. The whistle's blowing, it's time to go. The train is ready to leave the tracks. It's Triton Robbins' Crazy Train. He has 3 competition wins this season in two-wheel skills, has the JCB Racing win. Let's see if he can keep the momentum up. Sets it back down, wasn't quite feeling the opportunity there, but a great stoppie into a moonwalk. Crazy Train getting ready for attempt number 2.
Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. Head to JudgesZone.com and lock in your scores.
Wonder if that train serves hot chocolate. Triton Robbins, Crazy Train, really making a statement this weekend. He did not come to play. He came to win this afternoon in Hampton. It started with JCB Racing. We'll see if his score is enough to take the top spot. 2 great executions there. The second one especially, the combos to go along with it from the front tires to the back tires, then all the way across the pod there. He's got to be pumped after that and feeling good so far today. Scores are in. The score for Crazy Train is 8.129. 8.129 right now. That puts him in 4th place. Don't forget, Monster Jam fans, we are going to crown our St. Jude Ambassador of the event a little later. And that is the driver who your donations that go to St. Jude, you pick a driver that you want to support. And when your donations get locked to a driver, this friendly fundraising competition at the end of the event, one can be our St. Jude Ambassador of the event. So scan that QR code. Make a donation, $1, $5, $10. That helps families with food, with transportation, with housing to take care of their child. So right now, Gravedigger and Megalodon are tied with donations, and we've got a couple other drivers up there without one. So scan the QR code, pick a driver, make your donation, and let's end childhood cancer together. Looking for his first two-wheel skills win of the season. It's Cody Saucier Dragon. Nice wheelie for attempt number 1. Almost didn't get the momentum he needed initially, but just put the pedal to the metal and launched the front of that truck into the air.
Burning down the house, it's Cody Saucier Dragon. Scoring is now open.
Getting a little farther with that bicycle than he did yesterday. I'm hoping that he can make it all the way around the track on those side 2 BKT tires. Cody Saucier, Dragon, fired up right now. And going to toss some cool Monster Jam Dragon swag up into the air, taking the scales off and launching them up to the fans. So Cody Saucier, Dragon now waits for your scores at judgeszone.com. Scores in. Score for Dragon is 7.062. Fifth place right now for Cody Saucier and Dragon. Here's the bicycle and the super glue to the action replay. Had the momentum, needed a little more space around that turn if he was going to bicycle around the whole floor. Our next competitor also looking for his first two-wheel skills challenge win this season. Here's John Zimmer Sr. Megalodon. His son has the score to beat. Terminal velocity, 9.123. A little bit of a different approach here than some of our other drivers. Let's see what we got going on. Giving the dirt a little kiss. And using every inch of the pod for that trick. Here we go. Attempt number 2.
John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon, scoring is now open.
For a minute there, I thought he was just going to sit at that 90-degree angle. He had 12,000 pounds almost perfectly balanced on those front 2 tires there, and then just walking around, doing all the things. It was awesome to see John Zimmer Sr. here in Megalodon, and now we'll see if he can beat his son in this competition, who he beat in racing earlier. Can he beat him in two-wheel skills as well? Here we go. Scores are in. The score for Megalodon, 8.377. Second place right now for Megalodon. Super glue to the action replay. Moving to the front BKT tires. Trying to find the right balance to walk it up the ramp. You see the truck sometimes kind of going nose forward a little bit. So he brings it down. Sets it down, and second place right now for Megalodon. Up next, let's hear it for Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash! Almost an opportunity for a combo there. Nice popper, low moonwalk, sparkle smash. One more attempt.
Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Scoring is now open.
They say when in doubt, throttle out. And when you're lining up for that log stack there, as hard as you can hit it, if you want to go big, and big she went. Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash showing up here for our two-wheel skills challenge, and loving every minute of the time she spent here so far in Hampton. So here we go. Sparkle Smash, scores are in. The score is 7.777. That puts her right now in 6th place. Good balance right there, walking it backwards right there. Almost had an opportunity for a wheelie, but that's all about getting the transmission from reverse, or the gear from reverse to first real quick. You got to make split-second decisions when you're behind the wheel of these 10,000 or 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks. So Terminal Velocity, your current leader. And coming down the tunnel, where my Toro fans at? Here's MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. MJ Solorio with 10 competition wins in two-wheel skills. The bull is ready to rage. Gotta love the onboard shot there with MJ. Looking calm and cool with that first attempt, blowing some smoke out, balancing on those front two tires. He's got one more attempt. 9.123, the score to beat.
MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco, scoring is now open.
You are upside down with MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Nice little wave to the fans. Steering wheel on one end of the track, El Toro Loco on the other. And for a second there, just that he was on that ramp, and I thought he was just going to sit there for the entire time. I don't know if he was doing his taxes, maybe calling his mom, saying hello, but that was perfect balance there. And then the way he throttled into it so he could get the combo, a little too much momentum there. Here we go, though. Scores are in. The score for El Toro Loco, 9.013, second place. That means your winner is John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. For John Zimmer Jr., that's his 14th two-wheel skills challenge win this season. A dominant force in this competition, and now 8 points richer towards the BKT overall event championship. Really, a lot like last night, JCB Racing didn't go his way, but he came out to play for two-wheel skills, and Katie is with our winner.
Standing by with John Zimmer Jr., your two-wheel skills winner. John, you had that truck completely on its side, looking like you're doing things that a truck should not be able to do. How do you pull off that maneuver?
It definitely a lot of practice with a lot of failure to follow it. I've only been able to pull out of that sidewall move a couple of times in my career, and it just so happens that every time I've pulled it out, it's been right here in this building here in Hampton. Super stoked on it. It's a learning curve for sure, and it's a wild ride, man.
We've got Freestyle coming up next. How are you going to stay on top?
I'm just going to keep it, wide open. That's what I love to do. Racing might not have gone my way, but freestyle, there's no rules. We're to come out here and send this truck as hard as we can, and that's why it's the last competition, man. We're going to get wild. It's going to get even crazier than you guys have already seen. We got plenty more coming at you guys. Are you ready?
Fans, he wants to hear you. John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Joining us today on a Honda 450, we've got Brandon Reardon. How about Kenny Haskell? From Hutchinson, Minnesota, Alex Damlow. And yesterday's best trick winner, Seth Beaton. Just like our Monster Jam drivers, these riders feed off of your energy, Hampton. When they go high, you need to go loud. Make some noise. Making it look absolutely effortless up there. But fans, this is not easy. Come on, Hampton, if you like what you see, make some noise. One more time, get loud, Hampton. There we go. Fans, the action is just getting started. All of our riders are making their way to the pod right now where we are about to kick off our best trick competition. Now, just like all of our Monster Jam truck drivers, you are going to have a say in who goes home our winner by heading to judgeszone.com. Place your scores after each rider's run. They're going to get one attempt at their best trick, flying from one side of this Coliseum to the next. Hampton, are you ready for some more action? Oh, I don't know. That was okay, but I think we can get even louder. I said, are you ready?
That's the energy right there. She wasn't lying. The louder you are, the crazier these tricks are going to be, especially for this best trick competition. Each rider, one by one, gets to take to the skies. So who's ready for best trick? All right, up first, Brandon Reardon, 3 of our 4 riders from Massachusetts. Brendan from Massachusetts, ready to rip, ready to fly, and looking for some noise. Come on, Hampton, let's take it up to 20. So when you see our riders on the runway, lining up for that ramp, that's when we need to take it up 20,000 notches. Make some noise for Brendan Reardon.
Fans, scoring is now open for Brandon Reardon.
Superman C grab, no-handed for a second there. Blam, no hands, ma. Look at that, wild stuff flying through the air. 40 feet in the air, 70 feet across the floor here. Big stuff. The score's in for Brendan Reardon. The score is 8.1 and 8.1 for Brendan Reardon. Up next, we have Kenny Haskell from Haverhill, Massachusetts. Loves hanging out with his boys. Also loves riding with his friends all around the world. Also loves the beach and making mermaid sandcastle sculptures. Kenny on a 250cc bike. You'll notice a little higher pitch brap to that bike, with the other ones a little deeper on the 450s. Doesn't matter. He's got the speed. He's got the momentum. And now he needs the cheers. Come on, Hampton. Get loud.
Fan scoring is now open. Let us know what you thought of Kenny Haskell.
He heard the crowd roar for that backflip in practice, and he's like, I'm going to do that. And the crowd appreciated that. Kenny Haskell chasing the top spot right now. Big smile down there, too. Scores are in. Score to beat, 8.1. The score for Kenny Haskell is 8.625. Your new leader, Kenny Haskell. Up next, man in search of Sasquatch. From Minnesota, we have Alex Damlow. One of the younger freestyle motocross riders on the Monster Jam circuit. Definitely bringing the noise from the Midwest. And he needs that noise right now. He's looking for the energy. We need that BFE, that big fan energy. All right, so here we go. He's on the runway. Hampton, you know what to do.
Scoring is now open for Alex Damlow.
He saw everybody cheering for Kenny, and he's like, I want to do that too. I want the crowd to cheer for me. Just a great execution with the backflip, setting it down perfectly there. And again, another big smile. Love seeing those guys hanging out together. If you ever get a chance to hang out with FMX dudes, I would recommend it. All right, the score to beat, Kenny Haskell, 8.625. Score for Alex Damlow is 8.798. Your new leader, Alex Damlow. All right, our final competitor, also from Massachusetts, last night's best trick winner, Seth Beaton, who once won a Gary Busey lookalike competition. He says that's his claim to fame, but this, along with these other riders, been worldwide, doing what they love, hanging with their friends, meeting amazing people like all you Hampton fans in the pit party. Final best trick. Let's see if we can get louder than we've been this afternoon. Hampton, let's hear it.
Scoring is now open for Seth Beaton.
Unbelievable. A plank. I'm not sure if that's the rock solid or what, but a backflip with a combo in there. No feet, ma. Look at that. All right, scores are in. Score to beat, Alex Damlow, 8.798. The score for Seth Beaton is almost a perfect 10, 9.86 for your winner, Seth Beaton.
Hampton, we're not done yet. All of our riders have one more grand finale left for you. They're going to make a train formation, one after another, flying through the air, performing some more tricks for you. Once again, they're going to need you to get nice and loud. Hampton, let me hear it. You bring the energy, they'll bring the tricks. Let's go, fans, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, make some noise. How about those whips, Hampton? Fans, are you ready for some more? They've got their hands in the air. They want to hear you. Let's see what we've got in store for our second jump. It's time to get loud. No hands across the board. I think we've got one more left in us. What do you say, fans? They can't hear you. For our final jump, you need to get as loud as you've been all day. 1, 2, 3. Hampton, as they make their way back out one more time, get loud for all of our freestyle motocross riders. One more time, give it up for all of our FMX riders. Fans, I'm standing by with your best trick winner, Seth Beaton. Also won yesterday, so you're on a little bit of a streak now. I see when you guys come up here on the pod, you're all laughing, smiling at each other. Is this just fun for you? Is there any bit of it that is still competitive?
There's definitely a little bit of stuff that goes on in the locker room that it's definitely way more competitive between the four of us, I'm sure, over the monster truck drivers.
How long does it take somebody to perfect a backflip like what we saw from you?
To be honest, it's my easiest trick. I would do it first. I'd do it every jump if I could, but I'm not supposed to. So I keep the big tricks for the trick competition.
Now, there's a lot of fans out here who might be watching you and think, someday I want to do that. What would be your advice to them?
Put your heart into it and put the time into it. That's the only two things I can tell.
All right, Hampton, make some noise for Seth Beaton, your best trick winner. We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. Fans, are you ready for freestyle?
Go in and go out with a bang. Logan Ashline, sparkle smash, glitter everywhere. And unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier in the freestyle criteria, you need to complete at least 15 seconds of freestyle to get a score at judgeszone.com. So big start to freestyle. A tough break for Logan Ashline. No score in freestyle in this competition. And remember, we're on the road to Monster Jam World Finals, Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Utah Sports Commission, July 4th weekend. The biggest Monster Jam event, the biggest celebration for 250 years of our great nation, along with fireworks, freestyle, world champions crowned, and more. Be there for the action July 2nd through the 4th, and get your tickets for Monster Jam World Finals at monsterjam.com.
I'm out here in the stands with my new friends Emma and Mason. Emma's birthday is coming up next week, so we want to give her a chance to win an early birthday prize. We're going to play a little game called Name That Truck. So we're about to put a truck on the big screen, but it's going to be covered by a bunch of dirt. You guys just have to tell us what truck it is, all right? Fans, help them out.
Digger.
She said Gravedigger. Is she right? Emma, I think you've done it. Congratulations, Emma and Mason, and happy early birthday. Fans, make some noise for these two.
All right, so shout out to our JCB Dirt Squad. Sparkle Smash in a weird position on the floor, but they managed to get it back on all four BKT tires, which BKT is the official tire of Monster Jam, one-stop shop for all your off-highway tire solutions with amazing quality and value. Check out the wide selection of BKT tires ranging from ATV to agricultural and giant earth mover tires online at bkt-tires.com.
I am standing by with superfan Jacob. Today is his 60th Monster Jam. That's right, 6-0. He is ready to take my job. So I thought who better than to introduce our next driver. Take it away, Jacob.
Coming up next, from Buffalo, New York, this driver is ready for takeoff, and he needs each and every single one of you to get your plane wings out. Make some noise for Montana Robbins, Plane Crazy!
Fan scoring is now open.
Montana Robbins, Plane Crazy, taken to the skies in Hampton Coliseum. Going big and going for the #1 spot in freestyle. Out of the truck right now. Make some noise for the young man who's a growing boy. Had some donuts in there. He needs some more of those. But he's got, if you're not familiar with the Plane Crazy truck, too, this is the debut season of this style for Plane Crazy. And so the scores are in. The score for Plane Crazy, 8.152. 8.152. Right now, first place for Montana Robbins, Plane Crazy. Watching the Super Glue to the Action replay, Montana Robbins, Plane Crazy right now. We're getting ready to crown our St. Jude ambassador of the event. Your donations today make an impact with families we'll never meet, but families that could absolutely use our support. And through your dollars, through your donations, we're going to help end childhood cancer with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Your winner today with the most donations is Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Don't forget, though, anytime, any day, you can go to stjude.org to make a donation. So again, support the families and help end childhood cancer together. Thank you so much, Hampton, for your donations today. He's ready to burn it down. It's Cody Saucier and Dragon. Lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip. Open. Scales everywhere on the track after that freestyle, just shredding the back of that fiberglass body. Cody Saucier is pumped right now. And he's going to grab a bunch of those horns off Dragon and he's going to throw them into the crowd. But you need to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. Hitting the Morgan and Morgan backflip, filling the time. Big freestyle right there from Cody Saucier, Dragon. All right, scores are in. Score to beat, Plain Crazy, 8.152. The score for Dragon is 9.238. Your new leader is Dragon. Some lucky fan might be, oh no, he's just throwing that out away. Thought he was going to run out and give that to somebody. But we got some fans with some souvenirs, and we got a new leader in freestyle trying to pull out a combo move right there in the super glue glued to the action replay. And then the Dragon just takes to the sky and eventually lines up for that Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp. Wild to watch the back half of that fiberglass body just shred to pieces. And then, you know, for good measure, why not run it over? Let's keep it going, Hampton. Get those bullhorns up for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. I don't know, El Toro Loco playing a doppelganger right now for Sparkle Smash with just one horn. Rough start to the day for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. I'm gonna bet it's about to get wild.
MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. Scoring is now open.
That freestyle was what I would imagine a bull in an arena doing, just going absolutely wild there. And a wild moment there at the end for MJ Solario as we get ready to check out the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Here's that replay. Getting the truck a little off balance, and then the lip of that backside of that ramp caught him funny. Tosses the truck on its lid. Scores are in. The score for El Toro Loco is 7.908. 7.908. That means the score to beat is still dragging 9.238.
Fans, I'm out here in the stands with my new friend Freya. She's going to help us out with a little game called Finish the Lyric. And fans, you might know this one too, so feel free to help her out. Let's cue the beat. I think we know this one, right? Sing along, fans.
Let it go, let it go.
Nicely done, Freya. Fans, what did you think of that? We've got your very own little Olaf here for you. Hampton, give it up one more time for Freya.
Four trucks remain in our freestyle competition. The next driver is sitting in the truck ready to go. The fans are ready for her to go. And Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavy equipment partner of Monster Jam, JCB. So our JCB Dirt Squad helping El Toro Loco to get off the track. So our next competitor, the Black and Green Wrecking Machine, the hometown hero in Hampton, up next. For over 40 years, this iconic name has gone around the world. And the next generation of the family is behind the wheel. So Hampton, make some noise for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger! Awesome freestyle, the Black and Green Wrecking Machine. Kristen Anderson looking for her 6th freestyle win this season. Now You plug in those scores at judgeszone.com. Keeping the legacy alive. Let's hear it for Kristen Anderson. Growing up down there in Currituck County, so close to home. This is basically like a second home for her, she's mentioned, and the whole family, too. Excited to be here, now excited to see your scores. Kristen, you ready to see them scores? There we go, 8.603. Gravedigger right now in second. Big air from Kristen Anderson. Gravedigger, a wonky moment right there, sets it back down. And then throws it into some donuts. I think we need some donuts down there at the diner at Digger's Dungeon. Up next, a guy who's driven everything from Gravedigger and Shock Therapy to El Toro Loco, now Megalodon. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Sr.
Making a splash, it's John Zimmer, Megalodon, locked in your scores.
What I loved about that freestyle, too, at the end of the run there, working on the bicycle. He's seen everyone else doing it. That's the first time I've seen John Zimmer Sr. attempt the bicycle. Great success. And Megalodon and John Zimmer Sr. looking right now for big scores at judgeszone.com. The other thing I really love, too, is using the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp to pop the truck up to do a nice wheelie walk across the pod. It's one of the newer things that has really come out in the last couple of years. Awesome to see. Scores are in. The score for Megalodon, an 8.255 right now. Third place for Megalodon. There's that wheelie I was talking about. Into a combo, too. Great, great freestyle from John Zimmer Sr. Great use of the entire track, of all the different obstacles, and really a great freestyle. So third place, definitely something to be excited about with two competitors left. Coming into this competition, he was at the top of the leaderboard. Can he hold it for this final competition? Score to beat, 9.238. Here's Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. We need everyone in Hampton to blow their train whistle right now. Get that arm up, pump away.
train. Scoring is now open.
Big opportunity for him to take the BKT Overall Event Championship, depending on where your scores place Triton Robin, Crazy Train. That first huge air and landing, watching the BKT tires, those 650-pound BKT tires just jiggle and wiggle all over the place, was wild stuff. The front of the truck barely hanging on. Didn't look very aerodynamic anyway to have it, but he's pumped. And here we go. Scores are in. The score for Crazy Train, a 7.74. 7.74, sixth place for Triton Robbins. That hit right there, those front two BKT tires, I wasn't sure if it was going to blow off the hub right there, but they held together, and he put that truck through the ringer in that freestyle. All right, time for our final competitor in freestyle this afternoon. Your series leader, your two-wheel skills winner. Here's John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Lock in your scores.
You're on board with John Zimmer Jr., your series leader, last night's BKT Overall Event Champion, in the hunt for it today as well. Was the air big enough? Was the wow moments wow enough for the top spot and the final BKT Overall Event Championship? John Zimmer Jr. getting out of his truck, your scores being locked in at judgeszone.com. Here we go. Scores are in. Score to beat. Dragon, 9.238. The score for Terminal Velocity, 9.07. Second place. That means your freestyle winner is Dragon. So Dragon, the final 8 points of the event. We'll find out if it's enough to put him in the BKT Overall Event Championship slot. Your BKT Overall Event Champion is Terminal Velocity by 1 point over Dragon, 2 points over his dad in Megalodon, 4 points over Gravedigger and Crazy Train. John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, takes yet another overall event championship in his already stellar young career. That is his 39th freestyle win in his career and his 92nd 92 BKT Overall Event Championship in his 4-year career in Monster Jam. You want to talk about somebody building a legendary status? We are just witnessing the beginning, and Katie is with our winner.
That's right, standing by with John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, your overall BKT event winner. I think I heard 92nd of these, 92nd, 92 times that we've had you up here on the pod holding this trophy. The competition was crazy today. What was the key to pulling off this win?
Just like I said at the end of two-wheel, I was going to come out here and leave my foot to the floor and send that truck every which way possible. I did just that. It was so much fun. 92 overall wins. It definitely still feels like every time I hold this trophy, it's my first win. I love being able to pick up wins. It's just a testament to my team's abilities and our equipment here at Sendit Motorsports. Without the team in the back, and definitely without the fans in the stands, I wouldn't be out here holding these trophies and having a great time. So thank you guys.
Hampton came out, they showed up, they got loud and crazy. Anything you want to say to them before they send it off?
Well, I want to tell you all, we still got two more events, one tonight, one more tomorrow. We would love to see you guys here, but if not, we thank you guys for coming out, filling the stands, having a great time with your kids and your families. It means the world to us, guys. We were just little kids one time with a dream, so without you guys filling the stands, wouldn't be able to do it without you guys, so thank you, and we'll see you next time.
We'll let you go celebrate. Fans, one more time, give it up for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Congratulations again to Terminal Velocity, your BKT overall event champion.
I'm standing by with our freestyle winner, Cody Saucier, driver of Dragon. Cody, you are known to be the JCB racing guy, but I've got to say, when it comes to freestyle, you're not so bad at that either.
We're having fun. Honestly, I didn't know I won. I was out here, hey, everybody, thanks for coming out. I was watching Little John burn it down, man. What an incredible driver, but nobody else was hitting the Morgan & Morgan backflip. I'm all for it. Shredded the body in half. We got some work cut out for us, but hey, one thing is in store for you guys in Hampton. It's a damn good time, man. We love coming here. We'll see you tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Hampton.
Give it up for Cody Saucier, Dragon.